can still play Atrocity, so I do have to be a tiny bit careful. Wow, that's insane. That is nutty. Hey everyone, it's Silverfuse here, today with a Heimer and Vi deck. It is more of a meta deck, but I've had a few requests to play this deck, so I was like, hey, you know what, might as well do it. As we know, Heimer is a champion that relies off playing spells which create turrets that are 0 cost when you play them, which is pretty sweet overall. If they get thrown back to your hand, these are the costs that they get. But the 3 cost turret is usually the most valuable turret because it has the elusive keyword, which it cannot be blocked unless it's by another elusive unit. And that's why oftentimes we see a bunch of 3 cost cards that are associated with the Heimer decks. The reason that Vi is good with this deck is because Vi gets attack every time you play a card. And so when you play Heimer 0 cost turrets, you're able to power up Vi that way. On top of that, her passive card, Vault Breaker, is a 3 cost card that can be played over and over again, so you can theoretically just get a bunch of 3-1 turrets over and over again. I wasn't able to do that, but you could definitely do it. For this deck, I had a really hard time against burn aggro. I put in the health pots for that reason. The average deck I don't think is running health pots, and honestly they don't really help all that much. It was pretty much a loss all the time. I took out Twin Discipline and the Spirit's Refuge, so if you want this version instead, that's what it looks like. But overall, the deck is a lot of fun. I know personally a lot of people put it as like a tier 1 deck, and I don't feel the same way after playing it. I felt like I was just behind in matchups all the time. If you don't draw Heimer, you are in a very bad position. A lot of my games that I played were just me not drawing Heimer, and I couldn't do that much. I did win a game with Vi because she's also very strong. If you can get her going, you get her going. But without Heimer, this deck is just like a flood of just spells that you can't do all that much with because they're about protecting Heimer, and it becomes very, very painful quickly. The deck is pretty fun, but it can be a bit frustrating at times because drawing Heimer is so important to the deck. Burnt aggro generally runs this deck over, and then on top of that, burnt aggro is very common on the ladder right now and has a pretty favored matchup onto you. I found that matchup very, very hard and a bit frustrating as well. Regardless, I gotta do some fun things with Heimer and Vi together, so I hope you enjoy this video. If you do enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps me out in the YouTube algorithm, and my channel has been doing some fantastic things because of your all's support, and I appreciate it a lot. So we are against Zed deck, so I definitely want to save this. And Twin Disciplines is better against Zed too, just because you can give it health, so then the quick attack isn't as relevant. So I kind of like keeping that because I have other creatures already. If I had no other creatures, it was all spells, then I would throw away Twin Discipline because obviously without the creatures, I can't give you the same value. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. Probably just an elusive list, I would assume. So hopefully we can show him who's boss with our solitary monk. Oh, you know what? Do I want to? I kind of want to thermo beam that. It's a weird thing to thermo beam, I would say, but I don't want them to just buff up something like crazy. They might play Elixir of Iron, and that's okay. I'm accepting of such. I think it was still worth the shot overall. It's better than getting this traded into, I would say. Get it. There we go. So I'll play my solitary monk. I'll be able to start dealing with some of the elusives that they buff up. I have Heimer now too. I have the Dream combo. I really think we'll be able to stop them with this combo. So there's a Zed I talked about. And we do have the Twin Discipline against him, which is pretty nice. We won't be able to save for Heimer into Elixir, most likely, but that's just how it goes. Will is very good against this deck because they are focusing on buffing a bunch of units. We'll be able to just will them back, or... oh, that's a burst spell. I was gonna say, or in this case, we could just will this. Which I actually think I will, because using Twin Discipline onto Monk really doesn't do enough. So will that. Not my favorite way of using resources, but it does make theirs a little bit less valuable. So I want to save enough to have extra mana for Heimer, and ideally enough for Heimer and the Flash of Brilliance and Deny. It's pretty unlikely though. These colors don't have too many ways to interact unless they have will, maybe. So it's not, I'm not really expecting them to do too much about this. So just striking now, because I don't want to have to worry about doing combat tricks to protect it. I would rather save my mana. If I'm going to play something, it's either going to be this Mystic Shot or this Dragon, because I want to save 3 mana for next turn. And the Mystic Shot is going to be my choice. And hopefully because they used that elixir earlier, hopefully they don't have another one. They probably do, because they have so many different things, but nope, they didn't. So it worked fine that we used that thermo beam earlier to get the elixir out, and that one couldn't save Zed, which is probably a good portion of what their deck is based around. So that guy's pretty scary. We do have enough to play like Twin Discipline and block it, which I probably would. They showed us that they don't have a health buff. They could have their own Twin Discipline, but I'm not too worried. I mean, I really just need to live. And I can make 2 turrets this way, so that's pretty sweet. I wish I had Vi in hand. This is kind of nice too, but I had to get that out earlier. Like, I had to play the order that I did. So that's a freeze, and I'm really not upset about it. I think it was very worth it to get a bunch of stats out. Imagine if we had Vi out right now, though. That would be insane. This is really nice. So I'm going to attack only with these 2 because this gets traded in and I want to save it for the 6/6. I'm kind of in an awkward spot because I need them to do stuff before I can do stuff. See, like, that is going to get recalled next turn. The reason I'm okay with like playing a progress day here is I'm very convinced that they don't have anything they can do about this will here. And on top of that, even if they do, it's not a huge deal anyway. So we get to level up our Heimer. He becomes much harder to deal with. He makes a bunch of turrets to level up our Vi too. We have Will, we have Deny, so like if we play Will on this and then they try to deny, it doesn't really matter because we gotta deny ourselves and we'll have enough mana to do that. So that was a pretty big power turn for us. We're sitting in a really nice spot now. So that's fine. I don't really want to play something like True Shot Barrage because as soon as I do, then that gives them free roam to use Deny and make my life extremely sad. So I think I will just pass here. If they don't if they don't attack, I don't care. It's just a bunch of things really. It's like, oh, whatever. So Challenger, they'll probably take one of these, I would think. It's kind of a weird Challenger, it feels. That's why, I see. Forcing me to will something else. I think I want to keep my Heimer alive, you know? He's a pretty good dude. So I think I will just will that. And I think I will take these other blocks too, because I'm going to be able to make a lot more things with Heimer. So it's pretty good with me. I'm okay with sacrificing some things here and there. I have enough for deny too, so it's like, alright, if they deny this or try to, I don't know, just mostly they just try to deny. Like, what else are they going to do? So yeah, I want my Heimer alive. He's my friend. Okay, so they're going to buff that. That's not a big deal. So that will go off. I don't think there's anything I really have that can do much else. But might as well go for it anyway. Pretty sweet overall. I mean, some of the trades I'm not super happy with. Like this one kind of sucks. But I'm going to be able to just start putting a bunch of things on the board and they can't really do anything about it. And I'll upgrade my Vi here. So I'll go and play this first. Also, them having 2 health is pretty disgusting. So Vi's getting leveled up here pretty quickly. They got Zed. I mean, they don't have much. They really do not have much they can do here. I think I want to draw some more spells because I can get more 3-cost ones and level up Vi. So we'll just see what they do. I'm generally just really happy where I am right now. So I think... I mean, I don't really want to play Twin Discipline yet, I don't think. But part of me is like, yeah, you do want to play Twin Discipline. Play that. Leave enough for Deny. Probably grab the Zed here. Or actually, I'll probably just grab this. I don't really care about leveling up Vi that much. I just want her to live. And I want their elusives gone. So this is pretty good for me, I would say. Don't have Spirit's Refuge to heal up at the time. Got a Mystic Shot for a little extra damage. Alright, so with them leaving that mana up, I feel like they're very likely to have maybe their own Deny. They probably would have played it last turn though. So I think I will go with this. Actually, do this order. And grab that. And then I still haven't enough to do the other fun things. So this connects. So that one's probably gonna go here. This is going to go here. They'll leave Zed up. I have plenty of things to deal with Zed. Maybe they have Twin Disciplines to try to block this out too. Not sure. Oh yeah, because this one, I can't remember what I said exactly, but yeah, I think they would try to keep this alive. Then they also can't block the Fearsome with it, so I'm guessing Zed. Yeah, they're just in a weird spot now. They want to try to save Zed, because if they just block with us, then all of a sudden I'm playing Twin Discipline, and they'd have to have, like, Spirit's Refuge or something to heal before I kill them.
More mushrooms!
Another follow while I'm off stream. Thanks, appreciate it. Brunix. But yeah, they're definitely in a very odd spot. Not a fun spot for them to be in at all. So I definitely want the Zed dead. And I think I'll do that by leveling up Vi. I could use Mystic Shot, but this just gives me a much better elusive creature to play around their elusive creatures. And I will take that. We'll see what they do. If they will it, sucks for us, but it's a good play on their part, and they use a lot of resources. We have plenty of resources, and they're pretty stuck with what they have, and one of their big elusives is about to die. It's a bit interesting that they decided to... Oh, never mind. Yeah. So their big elusive is about to die here, and that's just huge for us. It makes life much easier. But it was crazy though. We got to see the power of the turrets just leveling up Vi over and over and over again. It was pretty fun. It's a fun little combo. Alright, Fury of the North. Not bad. They're trying to decide if they wanted to use that for face damage or not. Tells me that most likely they don't have an elusive in hand. I mean, even with the elusive though, they know that I have two, so there's no reason I wouldn't block those. So they're in a very tight spot now. They have been for a little bit, but after those trades went down and I still have Heimer up, that's pretty much all the difference that there is. Right, I would take that trade. Alright, yeah, they know. They ran out of cards, I got cards, and we had a very solid game there. Truly remarkable. Against an Elise deck, maybe it's a They Who Endure list, so I think I'll go ahead and get rid of these and keep the other things. Hopefully we can find Heimer, maybe Vi pretty early on here. Alright, we got Vi, which is really nice, so we'll be able to start stacking her up. Lots of attack for her. And I'll go ahead and just play this. Don't need to worry about playing it for free. It's still like 2 mana, 3/2. And it starts putting pressure on the board, as well as leveling up Vi. So I'm pretty happy with that. And pretty much here we're hoping to draw our Heimer pretty soon. That is the idea at least. It may or may not happen, but it would be nice if it does. So they're going to play their spiderlings. We don't have to deny, so we just let that happen. And that's alright. I'm fine with go ahead and just... Yeah, I think we'll just play this first. Play this for free later, I would assume. Oh, they didn't want to attack. Cool. I would definitely have gone for the attack there, I feel like. So, Vi is getting leveled slowly. I could have played the Shadow Assassin too, I guess, and then gone for it, but... I guess at least lets me react to their stuff a little bit better. I do have Mystic Shot into Thermo Beam, and I think I like doing that because I'm able to play this for free then. It gives my Vi a lot of strength, and they can't do Glimpse Beyond against me right now, so it feels good actually just getting it all away, just destroying things. And that makes me pretty happy with that play and not just playing the Shadow Assassin right away. Instead, I was able to get a lot of value there by allowing them to make the first move since I attacked first. And I'm, like I said, very happy with the way that went down. I think at this point I'm pretty alright with just playing Vi. Kinda sucks not to have any mana left, but I think it's going to be okay. So I think I'll block with that and with that. They're not going to really do something against Vi here, I don't think. I wish she had a bit closer to her attack. If they use other things, that's alright, but these are pretty good trades for me overall. There we go. That's interesting. That's just, they gotta be playing They Who Endure then. That's definitely gotta be the case. So, the Withering Wail, it's alright. Not the end of the world. Goodbye, Cask. And I'm really fine with this too. I have a Deny now. It's pretty nice. I wish I had a Heimer. That'd be nicer. Just pass here. We have Will for, like, They Who Endure and such. I'll take that guy. I mean, cause, yeah, it should be fine. We got this to protect Vi if we need to. Glimpse? So they're just trying to do more damage? Interesting. I mean, they get to kill both things. They get to draw cards. I could just deny this if I wanted to, because I can't really do anything else after that. I think I like denying the card draw. I don't have a Heimer to protect. Deny is really good against Atrocity, though. But so is Will. Will works in the same way. Will is an Atrocity deny, so should be alright. They got another one. Can't do anything about that one, so I guess that's how it's going to be. On the bright side though, this when Vi does get up to 10 damage, they only have one glimpse to stop her from striking, assuming they're running 3 glimpses. They might be out. Some versions don't run 3 glimpse. A lot of them do though. Have Heimer now. Cool. They can attack, but they can't actually do much more. With Vi, Twin Discipline on her does kill this. Do I want to do that? It's really hard to say. I am happy with them not attacking here. So I think I will just say, just do the flash next turn, because it refills the spell mana and I waste it anyway. So it's like, yeah. Literally one of the worst spells to get. That sucks. But I have enough to get Vi up now, so that's good. Need to save enough for Will every time. I really want to hit with Vi. I'm fine with them, you know, not blocking here because I have Will. And obviously too, I got the Mystic Shot, but I think just taking this trade is okay. Yeah, I could have drawn with Shadow Assassin first, I guess. And looked for like a Spirit's Refuge or something. But that's alright. I'm fine with the They Who Endure dying. Okay, that sucks a bit. So it's a 10 now. Oh, I got another one of these. Okay. They can still play Atrocity, so I do have to be a tiny bit careful. Wow, that's insane. That is nutty. That's pretty useless. Wow, that's quite a draw they got there. Is there another one? Okay, good. I was gonna be a bit upset if there was, not gonna lie. I was gonna say 3 is too many. So let them do that. I mean, whatever they try to will. It's good. I'll probably have to use Heimer as a blocker as much as it sucks. Wow, they're just going off. Yeah, I'll probably have to use Heimer as a blocker as much as it sucks. We'll see, though. If I could get Vi out, that'd be nice. But no, I cannot. So if I use these two, how much? I have 1 health left. Yikes. So they'll probably go for an Atrocity after. We'll use that. And we have Will to use against the Atrocity. Maybe Shadow Flare will actually be useful. That'd be pretty nuts. I mean, Shadow Isles do have ways to buff these. I just feel like it's unlikely. On top of that, I do have the Will, but like Mark here, I can't afford to play around Mark. Most people aren't playing Mark in this deck anyway, so I think we do just have to take the Shadow Flare and hope. Lots and lots of hoping. And once they go below 6 mana, then we can play Vi, but they probably won't. Hard to say. Progress waits for no one. On top of that, we do get a level up Heimer with our 0. Cool. This is super helpful. I mean, they could use Atrocity on a spider. Yay, progress! But I think essentially I'm just going to be playing Will and hoping things go okay. I do have quite a bit of damage though. This is like pretty much a dead card on hand for now. It's a weird time to play that. Just must have another They Who Endure in hand, so they're trying to get going. Yeah, I'm pretty good at guessing. And that might be Atrocity. So, do I have to like try to kill him this round? This hand is just so gross. Cause oh man. Ah, so close. So it's like, I mean, if they block that, doesn't matter. So I don't ever play the Heimer out. I mean, that's still quite a bit of damage. I was gonna say they probably do that. Take the damage. Go for it. I'm alright with this. Okay. See what they do.
There's nothing to fear.
I think I will play this because I want to try to get them to do more things. I mean, if I trade into a 2-1 anyway, so her leveling up after doesn't make me feel bad. Could have made more of these though.
It's smaller than a diagram.
Maybe I could have gone for more stuff, but Probably not. I like having that 3-2 a lot, though. The 3-2 feels pretty nice overall. So I got a second will, and that is actually probably the most crazy thing to happen, because now will, or another They Who Endure and will doesn't kill me. And that, were atrocity. 2 atrocities kills me, but there's no playing around that. Well, sometimes you just can't afford to play around everything, and that's one of those cases. Just watching it get so big. It's fine. I definitely play this still. And I think there's a good chance that they play Atrocity here, and I play Will. They need to play the Atrocity, I think, earlier. So we'll see after that. I think they might have lost, though. Maybe. Hard to say. I mean, double Atrocity. Like, they could just be saving for a double Atrocity. Like, if they have 2 Atrocities in hand right now, they win. So, that's pretty scary overall. I don't think I really get punished for attacking with everything, so might as well attack with everything. So here comes the Atrocity, number 1. And we can't do anything about number 2. It just sucks to be us if they have number 2. Alright, they don't. Cool. Good game. Yeah, that really could have gone either way because the other Atrocity would have won them the game. So we top decked that second well too. That was a pretty good game for us. Demacia with Fiora and Garen. Pretty common deck on ladder overall. In this matchup, I really do need some tempo. Vi is pretty good. Flash of Brilliance is great, but without Heimer, it's pretty greedy to keep it. Keeping 1 Mystic Shot for like Bright Steel Protector and stuff is pretty good. And I got some really good draws. These are very good against the more aggressive list overall. They don't have a 1-drop, so that's nice. And I'm not going to really be greedy here. I'm going to just go ahead and play this. Wow, they really didn't have anything. Well, that's good. So there's really no point of saving it for spell because I want to be able to get on the board right away, even though I can play it for free at different times. And this just seems a bit nuts. Are they just having the worst draws ever? I'm not sure. I'll go ahead and just take the attack and then probably play Shadow Assassin. Alright, makes a bit more sense. Go ahead and play that. And I think I will play Mystic Shot here as much as I dislike doing that. Because then it sets up my Deep Meditation and it helps Vi out a lot too. And good chance I play Vi Deep Meditation next turn. It just makes a lot of sense really. Just mana efficiency is pretty great for it. So they're attacking right away, which is pretty sweet. Oh, well, for some reason I thought I would play 2 cards. Whoops. Whoops on the Deep Meditation. Do I want to block? In a lot of ways, not really, but I can block and then play Vi and then play Thermo Beam. Maybe. So play Vi here and have that set up. We don't have Heimer still, but should be okay. Go ahead and play this down. Just upgrade Vi a little bit more. I would like to get her up to 5 attack, so I'll probably play like Claws or something to try to get this Garen. Plenty of buffs I could have, but that's okay. Go and just play that. Might play this naturally, but we'll see. If they had something like the Ranger's Resolve, we have options. Good ones. We play this one if they do play something like Ranger's Resolve, because this Vi is going to be the least leveled up out of this one. Well, out of the 3, it's kind of funny that I drew 3 Vi's, but these are the cards that we've had in our hand the longest, so, and there hasn't been any wills or anything because it's Mono Demacia. So I think they're trying to figure out what they're going to do to save their Garen, perhaps? Alright, that is what they're going to do. Not the most fun for me now, is it? Yeah, not that much fun here at all. So I guess what I'll be doing is throwing this, and I think I'm just gonna throw the Vault Breaker on this. Because I don't think I need more Vi's. Just try to do more damage. I wish I had more Vault Breakers, that would be pretty sweet. It's just pretty annoying to deal with. But at least we have elusives, so that helps us. I mean, if they don't have single combat, they could have a really hard time doing anything against this.
How do you wield such a clumsy weapon?
Oh, Fiora. This is a bit tough here. I could just throw things back. Go for draws. Things like that. Let Fiora take the trade, take the damage. It's kind of weird. But I guess I can... I'll just let them go now, I think. Just pass. Make them do something first. I'm okay with some things dying. I assume the elusive dies, I'll have to play the Solitary Monk. Could just play Thermo now. It's super tempting. Because I don't have a way to do a combat trick now. And then they can't take my elusive anymore since they were like a bit greedy there. So I can take this trade and I can just chump block the Garen here, which is pretty nice. And overall it's just a really, really good spot for me. And then single combat's pretty much the only thing I have to worry about with this, buffing this up. But at the time, not too much of an issue. Because they only have 1 mana. So we'll take that trade pretty free. Chump block that. Should be good enough. Take a bit of damage there, but nothing too bad. Just knowing how this unyielding Garen just kind of makes my Vi very, very bad. Could play this. Then I can draw more. However, this is going to be played twice, so not quite enough for lethal. Go ahead and play this and draw a bit more. I don't really care about leveling up the Vi that much at this point, because I got this one! Ha ha ha. So, hopefully, we can use that to kill this. Start getting that going. And yeah, after that, it's just like we haven't drawn Heimer, so this game's kind of awkward for us overall. It's just a very awkward game, I would say. But I think they're not quite sure what to do. If they don't have single combat, if they have single combat, I'm in a bit of trouble, but it's like, what else are you gonna do about it? I'm going to kill that one. Just because then there'll be less units on the board. Purify, alright. Hey, that's alright. They level them up after that? Yep. Well, happy I didn't sink all my Vault Breakers in. Makes life better. But we're in the right spot here. It's their turn anyway too, so all good. I have so many of these deep meditations. I might play Flash as tempo just because maybe I can get like a remembrance or something from it. So I'll play this though. Oh, that is awesome. Spirit's Refuge is pretty big here. I just want this to jump block Garen, really. Both of these though, just, they kind of suck. They suck for me to have to go against. So I'll play this, play that. Actually, I want to do these first. See what we get. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. All battling units ephemeral. Let's do this too. See what we get. True Shot Barrage, not very helpful this round. Really, playing the heal right now doesn't do that much. Give everything ephemeral. It's all battling followers ephemeral. Is that really useful here? And then I can... How much damage is left after that? Too much. It's not really that useful. So we'll do this, and we'll add the Spirit's Refuge. I was trying to get this card to be useful for once, and it's just not happening, unfortunately. I'm trying, but... And obviously, too, we put the heal second, so then we can make sure we actually got the heal. I mean, I think I might have to sacrifice my Vi here as much as it sucks. We'll see, though. I mean, Vault Breaker, there's going to be 10, 12. I mean, if they don't have single combat or purify, we can win off of it. So they're making sure they order that right, assuming that I block. Some reasons I'm like, you know what, I kind of don't want to block. The issue is that they have Garen up, so they're able to just do things right away. Obviously, too, if I block Garen, because he's unyielding, he doesn't take damage, and lifesteal's based off of that. Just to show you all, it dies and doesn't actually heal me up. And so that's why I'm not even considering that. I don't want to block that at all. I kind of think going for the win here is with Vault Breaker. And just ignoring the rest of this. I mean, Relentless Pursuit would kind of suck, but that's fine. It's also fine. They could have punished me so much harder by just playing instead of attacking right away. Cool, we got Will. So, play this. That's a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna go for this. Alright. So that gives me lethal. And they don't have any way to interact. Oh, okay, they didn't. Cool. So being patient and taking the damage worked out pretty well. Also, thanks for that follow, isn't it? That's yeah. I'm not streaming right now, but still cool. So that helped quite a bit. We didn't even get a Heimer that game, which was funny, but you kind of gotta see just the power of Vi, and Vault Breaker is pretty good. Vault Breaker, especially with Heimer, is just pretty nuts.
That's how we do things in Bilgewater.